Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team on our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy on YouTube, just go to 11 a.m. And it's this cast for months. A lot of them have been performing with me, doing live improv. Now we're live streaming into your house, and we're very excited about that. I'm Ken Scove, the owner and founder of the LA Connection. We're celebrating our 44th year of dishing out fine comedy improv shows. And we've been doing online for a little over a year now because we wanted to keep our chops going. We got a great cast today. Let's introduce the cast, starting with Deborah.
Hello, glad you could join us.
Her first show with us, Katie.
Hi, guys.
First show with us, Brody.
Hello.
And there's Willis.
How you doing?
Jamie Lee.
Hey, everybody.
April.
Hello.
Zeke.
What up, everybody?
First show, Jared. And Kyle.
Hello, hello.
We got a great show today. We're going to play a game called Eulogy in just a couple moments here. Then we have addictions. We're all addicted to certain things, but we've got weird addictions today. My Movie. We have 4 new movies that are going to be breaking out, and you're going to get to see a little previews of those movies. Don't you like people who always draw conclusions? Well, we have someone who does that. We have a game called Turn Up the Volume, where sometimes you have your mute button, and we won't be able to hear everything they're saying, but you can imagine what they're saying. We have a handwriting analysis today. The way you write your name says a lot about who you are. And today we have 2 experts who can analyze one of our cast members. And then I have a radio podcast at the end. So we're going to start with eulogy. So today we're going to be eulogizing dish soap. Dish soap has passed away. Now each one of the cast members can now put up next to their name who they are in relation to dish soap. Dish rag, could be a plate, utensil. That's up to them. Let's find out what they're going to put up next to their name as dish soap has passed away, and it's a very sad day. So we have sponge up there right now, and we have Dutch oven. We have a rag. We have a dishwasher. We have a spoon, a dirty spoon. We have another rag. So do we have 2 rags? Yes, we have 2 rags. So Kyle, you'll have to change your rag. Unless you want to fight Zeke, and I don't think that would be a good fight for you. So go. I know you want to fight, but you could have maybe you can be a towel, a paper towel or something. Okay. Oh no, he changed his to detergent. So, and then we have knife. So you can keep your rag, Kyle. No. See, you're just pissing. You're just starting to piss Zeke off now. You guys did this last show to me too, okay? You're the only people who can't come up with different ideas. Now get your detergent and put it back to rag, okay? Before the show, April, who's right above Kyle, thought Kyle looked like a killer, and obviously you can see right now he's a little psychotic. Okay, there he is, and he should be a rag. We should put a rag over his face. He changed it back to rag. Okay, get out of here, Zeke. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get real serious now. We have a eulogy. Just dish soap has passed away, which makes it very difficult to do any cleaning. I'm very sad that dish soap has passed away, and we have now some people here who are going to eulogize him, some of his dear, close friends. Let's bring them up on the screen so I can see who they are. We'll start off with Sponge. Sponge, would you like to say a few words about dish soap?
Yes, I would. Dish soap meant a lot to me, and without him, I won't feel sudsy. I just won't.
So sorry. Okay, let's move on to Burnt Pan.
I can be stubborn. I can be really stubborn, but dish soap meant a lot because after all of our fighting, after all of our words together, he still came through for me. He did.
I'm so sorry, Burnt Pan. Let's move over to Dutch Oven.
Yes, me and dish soap were very steamy lovers, but I never had the heart to tell him that he corroded my insides. You'll never know now.
Oh, thank you, Dutch Oven. Let's move over to dishwasher.
I just want to say, with dish soap, you know, they put the dishes in me, and then the soap goes in, and we do a little shaker, shaker, shaker with the hot water. Sometimes it's bubbles, and I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss it a lot. I'm hurting. Damn.
I'm sorry, dishwasher. Let's move over now to towel.
Yeah, you know, I could wipe some of the grime away, but you know, without the dish soap, it just doesn't come clean, and you know, I just keep getting dirtier and dirtier, and all my nice designs, and you know, you just can't see him anymore, and he just made everything so clear and so clean.
Thank you, towel. Let's go down to knife.
You know, me and dish soap, it's not like we were simpatico, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he dulled me, you know, dish soap dulled me. If I had too much soap on him and was left in the water overnight, that would be a terrible thing for me. But I wanted to come and pay my respects because if I'm nothing, I am respectful. And y'all will respect me because I will cut your ass.
Wow. That's kind of a gang knife. Let's hear it from detergent.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I hear all of you, you know, being sad and shit, but, you know, I didn't really care about this motherfucker. Like, to be honest, like, none of y'all really, like, respect me. You know, to be honest, like, I'm the detergent and dishwasher's over here talking about dish soap, talking about the bubbles. Motherfucker, he broke you. Like, he broke you. You were broken for a whole week because you didn't use the detergent. And you know what? I'm just not about it. Like, okay, I get it that, like, my grief, it sounds like anger. You know the one thing I will miss about this show? The motherfucker would always slide away. Like, just, like, go. Like, you don't need him. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna miss him. It's fine.
Someone needs to wash that person's mouth out with his own detergent. All right, let's move over now to Dirty Spoon.
Well, I know we all have our demons. And, you know, I used to be just the dirtiest of spoons. But dish soap kept me clean every single day. He kept me on the right track. He kept me clean when no one else cared about me. And without him, I don't know if I have the strength to stay clean, you know? I'm sorry.
Who's going to spoon you? All right, let's go to Rag.
Many of you don't know that Dish Soap and I were lovers. He called me his dirty little rag on many occasions. Dish Soap was also part of the family of Gain, and I would like to say that we've had quite a loss today. And to keep on with the Dish Soap puns, there is darkness right now, but sooner rather than later, there will be dawn. Thank you.
A beautiful way to end it. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today to eulogize Dish Soap. We're going to go out now and all sit around the sink and pray for Dish Soap. Detergent, you're not invited. You're going to need to wash your mouth out with yourself and go sit out in the back parking lot. And maybe we'll find a person who can, you know, have a Mack truck and run over.
You need to get up out of here, Detergent. Just get up out.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Y'all don't appreciate
Go
me.
where
It's
you
like
need to
I'm
go
out of
and
it.
stay
Y'all
away
just
from
go
here.
away. It's
Shake
whatever.
your ass back to the
If
kitchen,
I
man.
wasn't so dull, I would definitely cut you up.
Yep, yep. That's the end of the eulogy. We appreciate it and thank you all. And get the hell out of here, detergent. That's our eulogy. There's always a bad guy. He did leave. He left. He left. He's just funny, just not even knowing how funny he is. Don't put on that red shirt again. He's probably changing into his red shirt. He had this bizarre shirt before we came in. And let's see. No, here he is. I'm going to make you go get that red shirt at some point during the show, just to show you what you did to all of us psychologically before we did the warm-up here. Okay, all right. We're moving on to addictions. We all have different addictions, and I shouldn't do this lightly, and this is very serious. I'm going to give them each an addiction on the spot. They don't know what I'm going to give them, the performers. And let's go backwards now. Let's start with Kyle this time. Kyle, so you're addicted to diapers. You're wearing diapers all the time?
Yes, yes. I'm surprised you can see it because you only see my top half. But yes, I love me my diapers quite a lot. One could say I'm a kid at heart.
Now, how did this get started? Obviously, you were wearing diapers as, you know, a young 1, 2, 3, maybe up to 4 years old, but now you're an adult. So how did this diaper thing start?
Well, as you said, it started 1, 2, 3, 4 years old, and it just kind of continued on. I have a weird fear of toilets, and I had a brief excursion with the bidet, and quite frankly, I never wanted to go back there ever again. I never understood what a Toto Chinese toilet did, and now I do, and scared for life.
Mm-hmm. So how's that working with your dating life when you're wearing diapers all the time?
That's a great question. What does it do with my dating life? Well, frankly, it's a bit of a niche market out there for me. It is something that I put in my bio on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge. I am part of all of those. I am part of a normal class of society, but you get it? Those are the jokes that I typically keep with, and that is probably why I have a very limited amount of women who like me. But women who, you know, have a motherly touch tend to find it very attractive.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's other women who are wearing diapers as well, so maybe you should date women who wear diapers as well.
Yeah. There's some women. I think personally that if it's a 2-diaper relationship, then it doesn't really work. It's like 2 actors. They always want to be the center of attention. With a 2-diaper relationship, everyone just kind of wants you to change their diaper. And I mean, that's not what we're in the business for, Scope.
Okay. Well, you just keep working on that. I'm glad we're online, so I'm not too close to you right now. Let's move over to Jared. Jared, so you're into licking frozen poles with your tongue?
Yeah, I can't get enough of those frozen poles, man. Have you ever had a popsicle before? It's the same kind of effect. You know, every pole has a different flavor, and I can't get enough of licking them poles.
Well, I understand one time you licked one of the poles outside your house after it snowed, and your tongue was stuck there for 10 hours.
Yeah, I usually bring a bottle of, I always put a bottle of water in the microwave for about like 5 minutes. So I have, you know, in case this happens, I can always like let loose my tongue. I left my water bottle at home and so I just got stuck there. But honestly, that was probably the nicest tasting pole I have ever had in my entire life. And trust me, I've licked my fair share of poles.
Now, you say there's flavors with each pole. Can you tell us some of the flavors that would be on a pole? Because I would think it would just be metallic.
No, because, you know, there in some areas across the country, there are still like wooden poles and stuff like that. So I like to lick those. It has like a nice kind of like birchy flavor to it, but you got to be careful with splinters, okay? You don't want to get splinters on your tongue because then you're out of commission for the next week, so I can't lick all those poles. The ones in Albuquerque, New Mexico, they have a nice like kind of spicy taste to it. But if you go over to the East Coast, like New York, surprisingly, all New York poles taste like piss.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Maybe you shouldn't lick down towards the bottom of the pole. Maybe you should go a little higher up. Because it would have
flavor...
to be either a large man or a dog that has a hell of a leg.
Yeah, well, see, the best part of the pole is actually on the bottom. The higher you go, you get less of a flavor there. So you definitely want to lick closer to the bottom. The closer to the bottom, the more flavorful it'll be.
Okay, that might be a little too much information for our audience. Let's move over now to Zeke. Zeke, you're into like biting things? You just bite things?
Yeah. I just never really got over teething, like just things that I see, like, first.
I don't think I'd bite that too hard. That has electrical cords in there.
I like
so
to try things. It all just looks so interesting. You don't understand what it's like to like just like.
Oh my God. Okay. Give us some examples of some things that you've bitten.
Honestly, surprisingly, and I did do this during Corona, but I rode the subway because I figured, now would be the time to really try new things. And I know they sanitized it, so I got there like right at 6:30 because they're done sanitizing, and then I grabbed that pole. Ooh. And it tasted good. It did. It tasted good. I liked it. But I really like to bite pillows. Like pillows. Like sometimes I go on dates and we'll get back and we'll go to the bedroom. That's really the worst for me because there's so many pillows and I just want to bite them. And then they get mad because I'm not concentrating on them. It just happens. The feathers,
Yeah. Well, I've gotten, I have some notes about you. We've gotten complaints where people have actually called the police because you've bitten their dog and you've also bitten people.
They bit first. The thing is, the dogs, I might antagonize them a little bit, just so I can, get a go. Because I'm telling you, have you ever tried Doberman paw? Okay? Doberman paw? Shit, that shit tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
Okay, all right. I don't know if I'm going to go out and look for some Doberman paws because I don't know where they've walked in. Maybe you and Jared should take a trip down to downtown New York and Manhattan and just start licking and biting shit. Okay, I'm moving on from you two weirdos. Let's go over to April. April, so you're into bee stings. You like bees to sting you everywhere?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, when did this start? Yeah, when did this start?
Well, it's kind of a weird story. I've always had a thing for tattoos. And I went to get a tattoo once. And I had a very bad reaction. So they couldn't finish the tattoo. They had just started. But I was really into the way the tattoo kind of stung me. It felt like a stinging, They really didn't get very far. But then it just so happened that when I left the tattoo parlor, there was a beehive outside and it was loose and it fell. And then the bees were swarming. And I don't know if you saw this really old movie. It was called The Deadly Bees. And they were all over this person. And she woke up and she was like the queen of the bees. Anyway, I just had this flashback that's when I was so I was meant to have an experience like that. And the bees were stinging me because they were just around and I was in their territory. And I just kind of dug it, you know. I guess I was looking for
Now,
something to replace the pain of the tattoo.
now I understand that you like the bees to sting your lips because it creates more collagen, and so you don't need to get collagen injections. The bees actually make your lips nice and fat.
Right, right. And it also saves me a lot of money. But it's tricky because it's hard to get a bee to sting exactly in the right place. So if you want them to sting your lips, then you have to make it appealing. So sometimes I'll take flowers, I'll hold them in my mouth, you know, like a flower, and then they will come towards the flower, and then I'll spit the flower out, you know, and then, you know, they get mad, pissed off, and then they'll sting my lips.
But your obsession has gone further. Now you're looking to go up to the border of Washington and Canada where there's killer hornets, and you're hoping to be stung by something even more powerful.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just like anything else, really. You know, you try it for a little while and then you need a little more, like a bigger bee. So I figure like hornets, yeah, I think I can handle that. You know, I mean,
Okay.
why not?
Okay. All right. Well, good luck on your bee stinging. Okay, let's move on now. Let's go over to Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee, so you like to pluck all the hair off your body except for your hair on your head?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I don't touch my head, so.
Your head and maybe your eyebrows, but you take tweezers and pluck any hair that comes out anywhere in your body as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, usually it's places you don't even see anyway. So like, you know, what's the point of having the hair there? Just take it off and it's just less to worry about, you know? You don't need it.
Now, another thing that would come up on your profile is when you had plucked all your own hair, you started dating men so you could pluck their hair, and then once all their hair was plucked out, you stopped dating them?
Yeah, you know, it's more the feeling of actually plucking and that control that really, you know, just that feeling that there's something in your life that you have power over. That's really what it is. You know, once it's gone, then it's like, what's the point? You gotta wait for it to grow back. And, you know, most people, their hair doesn't grow as fast as mine does. So, you know.
Now, do you think you could be working with Zeke, who likes to bite things? Maybe you could teach him how to bite hair and pull it out with his teeth?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I run a business where I teach people how to pluck their own hair, and, you know, usually they just want to get it in certain designs and stuff, but, you know, Zeke doesn't seem like he's got that kind of limitation. So yeah, that'd be great to work with. Someone who just indiscriminately just takes it and takes it and takes it.
Now, what was the longest hair you ever plucked?
Oh. Well, I dated this guy who didn't even know that you could have hair on your back. So he hadn't even touched it. And it was so long, it would make the hair on my head jealous. Okay, so that relationship ended pretty quickly, though, after I plucked that one. But, you know, for the moment, it was great.
Okay. You might want to look in the mirror. I think you have a nose hair that's ready to be plucked. Let's move on now to Willis. That's a real good look for you there, Willis. So Willis, apparently there's rumors around town that you like to fart in elevators.
Yes, I do. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to my man Zeke, because I used to be part of that Biters Club. We even got the same headphones and shit, man, because they give it to us as initiation. I used to, you know, bite, but that's enough of that. So when I'm in the elevator, man, if I'm by myself, I hold it in. But if some people come in, I just blast that ass straight out. Be smelling like fish sandwiches, feet, and corn chips mixed up, yo. Imagine that shit.
I don't think I want to. Now, you went on the Empire State Building and you stopped at the 50th floor and put the emergency stop on the elevator and then just started ripping them?
Yeah, what had happened was I stopped the button and I said, "Oh shit." On Twitter, Godzilla is destroying Central Park and shit, and everybody was believing it. And then I was just like letting them slip out, like, just sliding it out. I got a little swamp ass and shit, but it's for the cause, it's for the culture.
What was that sound you made? Could I hear that again?
Oh, you mean the? Yeah, that shit. It's like when you fart and the butt cheeks flapping like that. But swamp ass, yo.
No,
swamp.
I don't know. I can't say my butt cheeks do that. You must have amazing control down there.
Well, sometimes, I want, when I blast that ass, man, I want motherfuckers to taste that shit. They'd be like, yeah, and anyway, when I went to pick up the car from the back, what is that? It tastes like ass. And then that also low-key lets you know who eats ass. Word.
Okay.
Just
apparently you've been kicked out of San Francisco when you did that in the Transamerica Pyramid. You farted on every single floor to the top.
Yeah, it's true, but San Francisco don't live like that. New York is where it's at. I fart anywhere, everywhere. Rockefeller Center, MSG, on some boat, going past Statue of Liberty. Those crazy motherfuckers dressed like Elmo and Cookie Monster and Superman in Times Square. I just be like, brrr.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got to hear the noise one more time. Thank you very much. Let's move on now. I think we're going to move over to Brody. Okay, so Brody,
Yes.
Let's see what yours is. Oh, my God. So yours is, do you like to smell shoes?
I do have an obsession with smelling shoes. It really began when I was a kid. The first time I ever really saw a pair of shoes, we all do this. You see a pair of shoes and you assume it's edible, So you just stick your face right in, try to get the whole head inside the shoe, if you will, and you start young, you realize how tempting it is, and no one tells you no. They're like, "Oh, look at that kid. He's so cute. He's so funny. His whole head's in a shoe. That's normal." And fast forward 20 years, now I'd feel embarrassed if I stopped. It's my whole thing. I have millions of followers. They think it's ironic.
Now, I think the biggest shoe you ever smelled was Shaquille O'Neal's.
That was a blessing. That was a childhood fantasy. I wrote to him. I never in a million years thought he'd write back. I thought he would think I'm insane, but he, like everyone else, thought it was a joke, and he was like, "LOL, so funny. Yeah, I'll have the guy smell my shoes." I still have the shoes. We have a restraining order. It's a whole thing.
And there's also a thing where you went to a dinner party and you asked all the women to take off their high heels and you smelled them all.
That was a dark moment in my past. I was trying to double shoe, if you will, or triple or quadruple or quintuple. I was trying to see how many shoes I could fit. I was trying to go for kind of like a I don't know. I thought it'd be funny just to have like 10 to 20 shoes wrapped around my head. So I invited all the women who still communicate with me to one dinner party, and that number has decreased to 0 since.
Yeah.
I flew too close to the sun, if you will.
Yeah, I think it's a little weird when you do meet a woman for the first time, you want to date her, and instead of, shaking their hand or giving me a light hug or something like that, you actually want to take their shoe off and smell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would kind of end a lot of relationships before you even start them?
Yeah, before they even start. Occasionally people understand. Occasionally people dive straight into mine too, and we get along. I got some of the closest friends I ever met that way.
Okay.
That's a lie. I don't have friends.
I can see why. But you might be able to join one of the smelling clubs, Yeah. Let's move over to Katie. Katie, so I understand you like to make out with your car.
My car is beautiful. I love my car.
Yeah, but you don't date other people. You only make out with your car. That's a little weird, isn't it?
My car doesn't talk back. My car is red. My car is clean all the time. My car is gorgeous. So what else could you want in a significant other?
Well, there's been people who've complained that you go up to Lover's Lane where everybody has their significant other and they're kind of kissing in the car, but you're making out with your car by yourself.
That is our favorite spot. Dolores and I, oh, we love Lover's Lane, and it's so quiet and serene and beautiful, and so much love in the air. And I mean, oh, Dolores, my sweet Toyota Camry, deep cherry red Toyota Camry. Ah, Dolores. Mm-hmm.
Now, a number of people have received wedding invitations from you that you're going to marry your car next month.
Yes, next month. I will be wearing a gorgeous white dress. Dolores will be wearing the tux. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're going to get married on the beach in Malibu. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Dolores, the love of my life. You see, I don't understand how people fall in love with human beings. They're disgusting, but cars take you wherever you want to go, you know? You talk about adventures with people, but cars will get you there. Dolores.
Now, it turns you on to put gas in the gas tank?
Oh, that's where it's at. That is where it's at. When you fill that gas tank up with gas, oh, and the smell, and then the engine, oh man, we do it at least once or twice a day. Yeah. I'm kind of broke.
All right. Well, I'm going to move on to our last addiction lady, Deborah, who likes to eat mattresses. That must make it hard for people to sleep in the same bed with you.
Well, a lot of people have to sign a disclaimer that they are aware that they may be eaten in the night while I'm eating a mattress. It just happens. You know, they have to sign that release.
Yeah. How'd this start?
It started when my mom had me in a crib, and when I would wake up in the middle of the night, rather than cry out to mom that I needed some milk, I went ahead and started chewing on the mattress. It started with a string, and since I didn't have teeth, I had to, just pull at it. And as I got older, of course, I had teeth, so then I could really chomp into it. So that's what I used to do. Yeah.
And I understand Serta is your favorite mattress?
Oh my God, Serta is the best mattress. Not only is it comfortable, it digests very well. I don't have gas from it. I have normal stool parties. It's wonderful. Yes. Serta all the way.
And there's also a rumor that you went into a mattress store and devoured a bunch of mattresses before they kicked you out.
Yes, I did. And it's on their security camera, and it's on YouTube, and I might be getting an award for it because it's so unique.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate all you guys coming on my show, Addictions. As you at home thought you might have had some problems with some addictions, there's nothing as bad as the addictions you just heard about. So come back in a month, and we'll see how they're doing with their addictions. Thanks for watching. All right, we're moving on to My Movie, guys. So all I need is Jared, Brody, Jamie, and Katie to stay out here. My Movie is done with 4 people, where one person will do the title of the movie based on 2 letters that I give them from the alphabet. The second person, in this case, will be Brody. Katie will be doing the title. Brody will be doing the description, setting up both Jared and Jamie Lee to do the particular scene from that particular movie. So the title is BC. Katie, BC. Up, go ahead, unmute, there you go.
Before Christmas.
Before Christmas. Brody, can you give us a description of that movie?
Yes, Before Christmas is a family action thriller, if you will, about a family, a mother, father, daughter, son, all of whom are spies, and they have until Christmas to pull off a violent heist. Here is the daughter and the son scheming.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, we only have a few hours before we gotta wrap this up. You know what I mean?
Right. I can't wait to steal all of Santa's elves.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be nice and clean. We're gonna put a nice little bow on the whole operation. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we can snag some reindeers too. We just got to take everything that all of the presents that the children want. There's so many presents. Not all those kids are good, okay? A lot of them are probably naughty. We should just take them. We're doing a good deed here.
Yeah, like they get so many, like they're not gonna miss them.
No, they're not gonna miss them at all. All right, but first we got to get past all of Santa's super lasers.
Right, yeah. Yes. I've got these candy canes that are perfect. You know, we just hold them up to block, and it's great. It's gonna be great.
Right, yeah, and it like reflects the lasers and stuff like that. Yeah, we can totally do that. Good thinking, sis. I appreciate your thinking.
But what we really
this
have to do
movie
is account
now
for
is
the wind
taking
thing.
over for It's a Wonderful Life. It's a big Christmas delight. It's playing every year on Christmas Day instead of It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, now Brody is going to be doing the title of the movie, and Jared will be doing the description, and the two ladies will be acting it out. Okay, so it is D-O. D-O, Brody.
D-O. It stands for Dogs Over.
Dogs Over. Jared, could you describe what that movie's about?
Dogs Over is a sports movie about an owner and her talking dog who is looking to compete by doing hurdles at a dog show. And here's a clip from the film.
Yeah, let's see that.
All right. I think I got this.
Are you sure you got this? Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
How many treats do you want? Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Oh, got it.
Okay, let's try it one more time. They're calling our name. We gotta hurry up. Okay, one more time. Ready? Go.
Got it. You know,
Okay,
if there's
but-
an interview portion, I'm gonna be awesome. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, but Browser, you're a dog. So it's gonna freak the people out if you talk. Okay, so no interview.
But it'll be special, and then like I can win, right?
Okay, but the FBI is waiting to see if they can test you. So just do the hurdles. Okay, ready? One more treat. Ready? There you go. Okay. So
got it.
And this movie went to Animal Planet. It's their #1 show on Animal Planet. Let's go to the next movie. All right. So this time, what's going to happen is Jared is going to be doing the title of the movie, and Jamie Lee will be doing the description, setting up both Brody and Katie. Okay. The letters are MT. MT.
MT stands for Mother Teresa.
So Mother Teresa is about a group of local youths who are trying to live up to the great example that Mother Teresa set forth, but they are having a heck of a time doing it, and they end up lying about most of the stuff that we do about that they do. So here we have two members of the group who are finally coming clean about all the stuff they didn't do.
hey, yo.
Hey,
Do you know who Mother Teresa is?
I've spent this entire time pretending I get the vibe. She must have like mothered a bunch of kids.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is like, is she's like religious or something, right? Does she have like 50 kids?
Now, see, I'm hoping she's not religious. That's going to make the amount of people that we straight up murdered be a real downer for this meeting.
Maybe she's a Satanist. Yo, like, aren't you following that Instagram page about like Satanism and stuff? Like, it's the new cool religion, right?
It's my account, you know.
Oh,
are we
man,
supposed to?
That's you.
That's me. That's me. That's straight up me. That's straight up. But like, do we say that at the meeting? Is that what the meeting's about? Is this a confessional?
No, dude. Let's just go with that vibe. Just go with the Satanist vibe. Just be like, yo, Mother Teresa was a Satanist. You know, that's why she had like 50 kids, right? And then that's why she had to murder those people, right? So just I don't know, cults are kind of in, so.
And this is like the perfect opportunity to talk about like your thriving heroin cult.
Yes, yes, we can totally combine the Satanism and the hair. Like we should tell like our followers like they gotta do the heroin to follow Mother Teresa, you know?
All in her
You know,
example.
this film didn't do very well as playing in juvenile hall in one small town in Missouri. Just that one juvenile hall. Okay, let's bring him back for the final one. Jamie Lee now is going to be doing the title. Katie will be doing the description, setting up the two young men. And it is GS. GS. Jamie Lee?
GS. GS is Golly, Sir.
Golly Sir is a historical film noir, filmed in the 1940s, about a detective and his assistant and how they are trying to solve the murder mystery.
Golly, sir, I do believe there's been a murder here.
Golly, sir, indeed. I believe it was rather obvious by the amount of blood, but I cannot help but notice
Yes.
blood on your hands.
How dare you accuse me of doing this crime?
Oh, I'm not accusing anything, but somebody's a little hot-headed.
Well, you know that I get hot-headed very often. I am quite competitive, you know that. It's not like the fingernails of the deceased had nicotine in them.
Oh, because I'm the only person on the squad that smokes nicotine, is it? It's not as if my initials were burnt into the victim's chest.
Well, you know, my initials are GS because I am Detective Golly Sir, but you forgot about the janitor, George Simons.
I did not forget about George Simons because George Simons is dead.
Just like this film died. These are the only two people who bought it, the actors. I shouldn't laugh. It went straight to DVD. It is the worst film that even the tobacco companies don't like it. Okay, so thank you all. That was my movie. I got a few good laughs out of you guys. Okay, go ahead and go back into the backstage room and think about your futures. Okay, here we go with conclusions. April and Willis will be in this. You know, I've dated people like this who just draw conclusions, you know, the worst conclusions. They always think of the worst. They always think that you're saying something you're not. And that's what April is like. She draws conclusions for everything. Poor Willis hasn't seen her in quite a while. They're going to run into each other at a bus stop. And I'm going to leave right now, and I'm going to watch how April draws conclusions from Willis, her old friend, at the bus stop.
April, it's been a long time, girl. How you doing? Why you at the bus stop? But you had a car.
What do you mean? So what are you saying? Like, you too good for the bus? Like, you know, anybody waiting for the bus is somehow, you know,
well, I remember
messed up.
You used to have this, you know, nice Cadillac, diamond in the back, sunroof top, gangster lean. Where'd it go?
What are you saying? Like, why are you trying to insinuate that? Can't I just leave my car at home? Can't I just, you know, I was just actually passing this bus stop. What are you doing at this bus stop? All right.
Well, I see you got a couple of bags. So obviously you going somewhere, but there's like a trail of red liquid coming out of the corner of one of those bags. What's up?
So what are you saying? You saying like maybe there's a dead body in my bag or something? And I'm too sloppy to like, you know, put it in a plastic bag or something. Like I can't afford some plastic bags. You know, I mean, I know they're a little scarce these days, but you know, what's that?
I don't know. How come you're not wearing a mask or anything? You know what's going on.
Well, how come you ain't wearing a mask? You know, I mean, why? You know, I've had some shots, you know, so I don't know what's going on with you, but I don't really feel like, you know, a mask is really necessary. But I think you're really trying to change the subject here. You know, you're trying to incinerate something.
I ain't trying to change nothing. I mean, last time I saw you, you had a brick in your hand and you were standing next to a car looking in the window. I don't know what that was about.
Can a person just stand around with a brick in their hand? I mean, you know, that's good, like exercise, you know. Maybe I was working on, you know, my muscles or something, you know.
Yeah, but you had like a red mohawk too. It was weird.
I'd gone, yeah, I went to the hairdresser, but what's that? What's that about? You never liked my hair, really. You never really appreciated my style. You're always trying to change me. Is that it?
I just clearly remember you also had a pilgrim outfit on. I don't know. Where'd you get the outfit from?
Well, I mean, where does anybody get a pilgrim outfit, at Thanksgiving? Like, that's like kind of standard, when it's Thanksgiving, you got to have a pilgrim outfit.
I don't know. And then I know it's been a minute since I saw you, but I remember you driving around town in a golf cart with rabbit ears on. It's really weird.
And what are you trying to say about that?
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Maybe you should check your site, because that really wasn't a golf cart that you saw me driving around in. And I don't know about the rabbit ears, but you trying to say my ears are like long like a rabbit's or something? I don't understand that.
That's been conclusions. Okay. Poor Willis. He'll never get out of that. Fine work, April. Okay. If anybody wants to date April, we'll be putting her Instagram up later, and she draws conclusions on dates too. Okay, thank you guys. Let's now another game called Turn Up the Volume. Now we're going to bring Zeke and Deborah in. And this one where you can mute and unmute. So imagine if you were watching a television set and you could unmute or mute. So let's say there's a real dramatic scene and you mute it and then kind of guess what you think they're saying and then come back and just hear the end of it. Well, that's what's going to happen with Zeke and Deborah. And what we have here is a friend betrayal. Okay, so Zeke has betrayed you, Deborah, in some way. That's up for you guys to create whatever betrayal you'd like. So we'll start with Deborah getting on Zeke's case about something he did to betray her, and I'll be watching this off to the side. This is Turn Up the Volume.
Zeke, I asked you to take my library books back. So you're a dick.
I didn't even go to the library yet, okay? I was going to take them back, but and then I stuck it up the butt.
Listen, I don't care what you stick up your butt, but you better.
Those little whale figurines at the library, it's just. I really don't think you should have a problem with it.
Well, I'm best friends with the librarian, and I'm going to tell her exactly.
Just don't tell her that I left poop on the orca, okay? Because that would be. What's for dinner?
I can't eat after you talked about poop. What the?
Should we order out then? Because I really was thinking that. If you dare tell, I'll beat you.
Well, I'm a fast runner, so if you want to beat me, you better.
Well, you know what? I'll tell Mom. That's what I'll really do. Don't ever come for me.
I will come for you. I will come for your dookie little toys.
And that was Turn Up the Volume. I wonder what we missed, but we do know that we do not want to have dinner with the two of these two in any way. Okay, let's bring out our handwriting analysis team. We have two experts leading PhDs in being able to look at handwriting analysis and break it down. I have with me Kyle, and we have with us Jamie Lee. And now we're going to ask April to come out and show us her handwriting. If you could put your handwriting right up there, April, and show your eyes. Go ahead and put it right up to your nose. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so that's her full name, April Armstrong. And doctors, let's start off with Dr. Kayayel. What are you seeing in that as an overall? Then we'll break down each letter.
Well, first and foremost, I must put this to light. April is a month. So I see months with leaves, in some particular places, some snow. I see 2 A's and a Y at the end, plus a T. Also, I see very interesting cursive handwriting that I find quite interesting.
Dr. Jamie Lee?
Well, the first thing that jumps out to me is the A's are much larger than the rest of the letters. So this shows me that first impressions are very important to this person. But the small letters after show that maybe first impressions are all that matter, and you will never get past the surface with them.
Yes. But I also find very interesting is there's no I. With the I, they don't have the dot on the top. So she must have some independence issues, or she really strives to not have any dots. Maybe she likes
Oh yes, I see the dot way above there. So there's a big separation there.
Oh yes, separation anxiety, probably particularly
Pushing
from
some things away.
Yes. And then the P, very interesting P, because if you look at the connection between the A and the P, it almost looks like the P is the Y. And so she's probably thinking, why am I alive to begin with? As you said before, Dr. Lee. And the
G at the end you mentioned also looks like a Y. There's a lot of why questions going on here.
Why, April? Why? Is everything okay? Obviously not. And I don't know what the last name is. What is the last name?
Well, it looks like Armstrong, but the fact that she included her last name shows she really wants us to know who she is. Really, she is not just any April. She is April Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong. Yeah. Do you feel weak in the arms? Do you work hard with the arms? I think she's compensating for the lack of her strong arm with her last name's Armstrong.
Yes, I mean, with everyone doing these remote things, you see the arms way more than you see the legs.
Yes, and now her eyes show me that she wants to kill somebody. And I particularly noticed that in the L. Do you see that? It's like a loop-de-loop. It's kind of like a noose, right?
Yes. And you look at the bottom of the G there, that is another...
Oh, yeah, the G. And the G also looks like the Y from the first half with the A and the P together. Why? Why, April? Why?
These are questions I think she is asking herself.
Maybe she wishes that she...
Well, thank you both for helping us out. Boy, I really learned a lot from April Armstrong, who should be walking on the moon with her great-great-grandfather Neil. Thank you, April. Thank you, Handwriting Analysis. Okay, I'm going to go on to my radio podcast now. So I'm going to be talking about taxes because you got an extra month, so we don't have to pay taxes now till May 15th. Unfortunately, all my callers want to talk about when the lockdown ends, where they want to travel to. Where's their first choice of travel anywhere in the world? And so that's what they're going to talk about, and it's going to get me very upset because all I want to do is talk about taxes. All right, welcome to Kent's podcast. This is our radio podcast where we actually get to see people on the air with us. Here's caller number 1. Deborah, where are you from?
Hey, I'm in Wackadak, Tennessee.
Excellent. Well, I know that you have any questions related to taxes because, you know, we each got an extra month to come up with paying our taxes. So what's your tax-related question?
Well, I'm going to go to Hawaii. I want to have Mai Tais on the beach. I want a hula skirt. I can't wait to get out. I've already got my COVID test, or my shot, and I am ready to travel. I can't wait.
Okay. Well, I wish you had a tax-related question, so I'm going to ask you to call back if you have a tax-related question, because we're not talking about traveling, we're talking about taxes. So thank you, Deborah, from, I think it was Tennessee. Let's get the second caller to come on in. Remember, we're talking about taxes. I am a tax expert. Katie, good. Where are you from, Katie?
Oh, hello. I'm from north of the border. Yes, Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, excellent. I'm not sure if you have the same tax program that we have here in the United States, but I'm sure you have a tax-related question I might be able to help you on.
Oh, taxes. Oh, well, actually, I did a lot of online shopping. Sorry, and I wanted to travel. So I'm wondering, can I write off the taxes to travel? Because you know, in Canada's cold, and I want to go to Greece. Sorry, but I didn't know the show was about taxes. Sorry. Sorry?
Yeah. Why don't we write you off right now? Okay, let's just write you off the program because you're calling with the wrong questions. Okay, thank you. Have fun in Canada. Bye-bye now. Let's bring the next caller in, caller number 3. I have a total of 9 calls I can take today. Oh, Brody, good. Brody, where are you from?
I am from Northern California, and I wanted to talk to you about, we've had quite a taxing year, and I'm looking to get out and travel to do some moose hunting, as I'm trying to find the best location to get some taxidermy moose. And I hear that's your specialty, is traveling toward places to get taxidermy things.
No, we're not talking about taxidermy. That's stuffing animals, okay? Or whatever you want to stuff, okay? But obviously, you've got a lot of stuff. Sounds like you're smoking something in Northern California. I don't know if you're from Humboldt or wherever you're from, but whatever you're on, maybe you should go stuff a nice reefer and go smoke it. Okay? Bye-bye, Brody. Good to talk to you, okay? We're talking about taxes, not taxidermy. That was a weird call. Okay, caller number 4, come on in. And hopefully we got questions related to taxes. It's Willis. Okay, I don't know. What are you, some sort of cult, Willis? Can you show your face? Oh, my God. Okay.
I don't want to talk about taxes. I want to talk about traveling to the netherworld, a.k.a. New Jersey.
A.k.a. Nut Farm.
I, with this cube, will get the power to never pay taxes again, but also to travel to hell.
Okay, the callers are getting weirder. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like you're in your own private hell, okay? Why don't you go and hang out in your own private hell, okay? This is weird. Okay, bye-bye. Knock him off the line. Let's bring in the next caller. Okay, does someone want to, we're not doing pranks on me, okay? I just need a caller to talk about taxes. Jamie Lee, where are you from?
From middle of nowhere, Normal, Illinois. Worst town name ever.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure the people in Illinois don't feel the same way. Do you have a tax-related question?
Yeah, my boss wants me to take a trip to Chicago, and I'm wondering, can I still deduct it from my taxes if I stay in Wisconsin Dells instead? It just seems like it's more fun, and I can just write it all off on my taxes, and it'll just, then my boss has to pay for it.
You can only write it off if it's a business-related trip. You can't go take a personal trip to Wisconsin and enjoy yourself and pretend like you went to Chicago and write it off. No, you can only write off actually work-related questions, on your taxes, not just your personal fun, unless you want to get, busted for it. So why don't you go to Wisconsin and go write off this phone call, okay? Bye-bye. No one's listening to me. I don't know what the deal is here. Okay, we have April. Okay. Oh, good. April. I bet you've got a tax-related question. But first, where are you from, April?
Oh, I'm from Yonkers.
Yonkers, New York.
Yonkers,
okay,
New
good.
York. I just had a question about whether I can wash my dog in the sink, because she's she loves to take a bath, but she, I just wasn't sure because I will wash her in a tub, but then sometimes I just feel like it's so easy. I have the dishes there, I have the detergent, and maybe I can just wash the dog in the sink.
Okay. I don't know if you know the show's about taxes. Okay, I'm not a vet. I'm not a dog washer.
You can answer that question for me.
Why don't you go hose the thing? Go hose that little fake. It's a stuffed animal. Okay, it's a hand.
What are you saying?
Okay?
Don't try that to my darling.
Why don't you go wash yourself? Get off the line. What is wrong with this woman? Oh my God, Yonkers, you're bonkers. You're bonkers. Okay, let's bring in the next caller. See where they're from. I've only got a few left, I think. Zeke. Okay, good. Zeke, where are you from?
Yay, mate. I'm from Hackney, mate. From Hackney, over there in UK, mate. London, South London, mate. How you doing?
Good. I'm glad that our show is reaching all the way to London now. What's your tax-related question?
Mate, well, you see, I don't really want to, talk about taxes. I really want to come to the States, mate. I really want to come to the States. The coronavirus here in the UK, mate, it's wild, mate, and I think that I would have a better stay in Miami. You know what I mean? I think there's travel
restrictions. I think we don't want people from the UK right here, right now. I think there's travel restrictions. You have to stay there. It has nothing to do with.
Is it my tape? Is it my tape? Do I have something there?
Yeah, well,
mate, do I have?
No, I don't.
Mate,
you might want to go brush him. Go brush him. Okay, this is not tax related. Okay, go brush your teeth, and then brush off my show. Okay, bye. Okay, go choose.
Can I have a pint?
No. Yeah, there's a pint waiting for you if you get off my damn show. Okay, I've got 2 more callers left. I'm hoping one of them will want to talk about taxes. Next caller. Jared. Okay, Jared, where are you from? Okay, this should be interesting. Okay, Jared, where are you from?
Yo, my name is Jared, and I'm from Redondo Beach.
Okay. Your question related to taxes?
Screw taxes, man. I use TurboTax. I don't need to know about taxes. My question is, where's the hottest ladies at? Me and the boys are looking to, get some action going on. I was told that Miami Beach was the place to be, but I think that's a little sus, bro.
Okay, let me give you some advice. All the hottest ladies are anywhere you're not. Now get off my show, okay? All right, get off the show.
No respect, man. No respect.
Okay, yeah, well, all right. You're not respecting my show. We have 1 caller left. I'm hoping that Kyle will be able to tell me anything about taxes. What's your question about taxes? But first, Kyle, where are you from?
Yeah, how's it going, Scope? Don't fucking worry about it. I'm not going to tell you where I'm from. That's a secret between me, myself, and I. Big fan of the show, though. Wanted to talk about write-offs in particular.
Good.
Why do you want to write off Iceland? People think that it's ice over there, but that's really more like Greenland. Is their place, so beautiful, you go on hot springs, you could do all this. It's a nice in-town community. It's beautiful. Okay. So why would anyone want to write off that?
I don't know what you're even talking about, okay? I'm glad you're a fan of the show. I don't want to alienate you, but we're going to have to write you off. We're out of time. And it's a lovely hat, okay? Lovely hat. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Let's bring everybody back on our cast. We appreciate you watching a little over an hour with us. And let's introduce our cast. Again, I'm Ken Scove. Let's introduce April. And Jamie Lee.
Hi again.
Kyle.
Hello.
Deborah.
Thanks for joining us.
First show, Katie.
Thank you so much.
First show, Brody.
Thanks for stopping by.
Willis.
Take care, everybody. Black Lives Matter.
Zeke.
Hey, thank you for tuning in.
And first show, Jared.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone.
You can see the same team 4 weeks from today, Thursday at 11. Actually, be 11:30 is when we go on Pacific Standard Time. Everybody wave goodbye and come back and tune in and see these guys in 4 weeks and become fans of this cast. They're a great cast. That's our website up there. Check us out.